Good morning, class. So, in the last lecture, we discussed about the basic introduction of the chapter, which is what actually the atom is and what is the molecule. Okay, so we just discussed about the definition part of atom and molecule, and in the live class, we discussed about the law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. So those students who were not present on the live class, I am sharing the video today. Okay, so in the today's video we are going to discuss the two laws of chemical combinations. Fine. So there are two laws of chemical combination. The one is called the law of conservation of mass. The second is called the law of constant proportion. Okay, so there are two laws are there. One, the law of conservation of mass, and the second is law of constant proportion. Okay, so now what are these laws and how we will solve the numerical questions which is related to these laws, and who has given this laws? Fine. So first of all, we are talking about the law of conservation of mass. Okay, so this law of conservation of mass was given by Antony von Lavoisier. Okay, who has given this law of conservation of mass? The law of conservation of mass was given by Antony von Lavoisier. That is the name of the scientist. Okay, he is the French scientist. Okay, so what he said in this law, according to this law, the mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. Okay, it means that you cannot create mass, you can't destroy mass in any chemical reaction. Fine. Now what actually the meaning of this statement? Okay, so first of all, before starting this law, we should know that what actually the chemical reaction. Fine. So the chemical reaction is that when two and more than two reactant combine to each other and they are giving you any compound, that is called chemical reaction. Fine. In a chemical reaction, we are writing the reactant in the left hand side, and in the right hand side we are writing the product. Fine. So just suppose that I have one chemical reaction, that is a C plus O2. This is clear. Now what the product I am going to get it here, this is CO2. Just suppose. Fine. This is a chemical reaction in which you can see the C and oxygen, carbon and oxygen is working like reactant because they are reacting to each other. Fine. And because of the reaction of carbon and oxygen, we are getting carbon dioxide as a product, for example. Fine. Now what actually these law are saying? Okay, so according to this law, the mass can either be created nor be destroyed. Okay, it means that mass of the reactant side, mass of the reactant always equals to the mass of the product. Fine. So according to the law of conservation of mass, in the simple language, you can say the mass of the reactant equals to the mass of the product. Okay, so कैसे explain करते हैं? देखिए, let's see that if I have one reaction like C plus O2, it gives you CO2. For example, I have taken 2 grams of carbon. ठीक है, same 2 grams of oxygen. Fine. So according to the law of conservation of mass of the reactant always equals to the mass of the product. So what are the mass of the reactant? So reactant, you know that one reactant has 2 grams, the another reactant has 2 grams. So when we are talking about when both the reactant react to each other, okay, then they form one compound which is a CO2. So what will be the mass of the CO2? It will be a 4 gram. Okay, so that means mass of the reactant will be a 4 gram and product mass will also be a 4 gram. Okay, so this is the law of conservation of mass, that according to this, mass of the reactant always equals to the mass of the product. Okay, so hope this law is clear to you. What is the law of conservation of mass? The law of conservation of mass was given by Antony von Lavoisier, and according to this law, mass of the reactant always equals to the mass of the product. Okay, in the next video, I will tell you how we will solve the numerical problems related to these questions. But today in the video, I'm just going to state these laws. Okay. Now we are coming to the second law, that is the law of constant proportion. Fine. So the law of constant proportion was given by the Joseph Proust. Okay. See, law of conservation of mass was given by Antony von Lavoisier. Law of constant proportion, which is also called as the definite law. Okay, so this law was given by the scientist whose name is Joseph Proust. Okay, so hope this is clear to you. So who is the scientist who discovered, who stated that law? That is the Joseph Proust. Clear? Joseph Proust. Okay. Now what according to this law? According to this law, this law that compound always contain exactly the same proportion of element by mass. ठीक? यहाँ पे देखिए, if you will see the law already written on the slide, that is compound always, here you can see that compound always contain exactly the same proportion element by mass. Now what actually the meaning of this line? Fine. For example, if I will say you the carbon dioxide. Okay, now what is the ratio, what is the mass ratio of carbon and oxygen in this carbon dioxide? Fine. So here you can see the carbon, mass of the carbon is 12. Fine. Ratio अगर मैं ले लेती हूँ, there is 2 molecules of oxygen, so one mass of 1 oxygen is 16, so mass of 2 oxygen will be a 32. Okay, fine. This is 32, 12 ratio 32. Now I'm just going to simplify this ratio. Then 4 3s are 12, 4 8s are 32. Fine. So अब तो इससे ज़्यादा simplest हो नहीं सकता. तो you can say that in the carbon dioxide the ratio of carbon and oxygen is 3:8. Okay. So now it always fixed. अब इसका क्या मतलब है? ठीक है. For example, if I will say you that I am burning a paper. ठीक है. Same, I am burning a wood. ठीक है. Third thing, I am just reacting carbon with oxygen. Clear? ठीक है. I made the carbon dioxide by 3 ways. First, I burn the paper. Second, I burn the wood. Third, I react carbon with oxygen. But in all the case, when carbon dioxide is formed, the ratio will always be 3:8. It not depend how you are getting this carbon dioxide. Are you burning paper? Are you burning paper, cloth, anything you are burn? If you are talking about the carbon dioxide, it will be, the ratio will be 3:8 always. Okay, let's just try to understand with the another one example. For example, I'm just taking the case of H2O. ठीक है. Now when we are talking about the H2O, that is water, as you know that, and now we have to see the ratio, mass by ratio क्या है इसमें. Then you can see the mass of the one hydrogen is 1, so there are two atoms of hydrogen, then the mass will be 2. Clearly, now ratio we are taking, so this is 2. Now what is the mass of oxygen? Then the mass of oxygen is 16. Clear? Simplify कर देते हैं रेशियो को, then it will be a ratio 1:8. Okay, fine. So when we are talking about the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in the case of water, then it will be 1:8 always. Fine. Up now, if I will say you just go and bring the water from the glacier, bring the water from the river, bring the water from the well, bring the water from the tap water. Okay. So if you will see, if you have taken the 4 sample of water from different sources, but when you see the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in the water, you always found the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen in the water, it always remain 1:8. It do not depend the path or the way you are getting water. ठीक है. So hope this is clear to you. Okay, so it means that in a compound, ठीक है, compound always contain exactly the same proportion of element by its mass. Okay, so hope the both laws are very clear to you, that we have studied about the 2 laws. The one is the law of conservation of mass, and the second is the law of constant proportion. Fine. Law of conservation of mass was given by Antoine von Lavoisier, and law of constant proportion was given by the scientist that is Joseph Proust. Okay, so when we are talking about the law of conservation of mass, what it state actually, the mass of the reactant always equals to the mass of the product. Okay, and law of constant proportion, what it said, that it state that you can say that always in any compound always contain exactly the same proportion of element by its mass. Okay, so hope these both laws are very clear to you. What you have to do in today, you have to write both the laws, who has discovered that laws, what actually these laws are saying to you. ठीक है, तो ये दोनों laws आपको अपनी क्लास और कॉपी पे आज लिख के रखने हैं. ओके, सो होप इतना आप काम करके रखेंगे.